This is The Scoop for Tuesday.
I'm Megan Bowman with the WMNF News headlines.
Joe Biden has wrapped up a more than 50-year political career, but he also promised to keep fighting, even though he's leaving office. The 46th president spoke not long after watching his successor, Republican President Donald Trump, pledged during his inaugural address to, quote, completely and totally reverse everything his Democratic predecessor did. Biden bid farewell to the presidency yesterday and flew to California with his family to ease back into private life. But in his final hours, Biden used the president's powers to guard against potential revenge by now President Trump. The AP's Ed Donahue reports on the last-minute pardons in Biden's administration.
Dr. Anthony Fauci and General Mark Milley are among those getting last-minute pardons from President Biden. Biden says the people he's pardoning did nothing wrong, but is guarding against potential retribution by the Trump administration. Fauci says he appreciates the pardon, but made clear he committed no crime. He and Trump clashed at times during the pandemic.
People are tired of hearing Fauci and all these idiots.
Milley was chair of the Joint Chiefs of Staff and has called Donald Trump a fascist.
We don't take an oath to a king or a queen, or to a tyrant, or a dictator. And we don't take an oath to a wannabe dictator.
Also pardoned members of the House committee investigating the Capitol riot. Trump told NBC last month.
Cheney was behind it, and so was Benny Thompson, and everybody on that committee. For what they did. Yeah. Honestly, they should go to jail.
Trump told NBC the pardons are disgraceful. Ed Donahue, Washington.
Trump said after his inauguration that Biden had pardoned people who were, quote, very, very guilty of very bad crimes. He called them political thugs. Following Trump's inauguration yesterday, senators went back to work in the Capitol. In a unanimous vote, the Senate confirmed Marco Rubio as Secretary of State, giving the president his first member of his cabinet. Rubio is among the least controversial of Trump's nominees. Another pick, John Ratcliffe for CIA director, is expected to have a swift vote as soon as today. Action on other Trump cabinet picks, including former combat veteran and Fox News host Pete Hegseth for Defense Secretary, is expected later in the week. It's typical for the Senate to confirm some of a new president's top cabinet positions on Inauguration Day. The head of the state's Democratic Party, Nikki Fried, says Florida has been the test case for Project 2025, a sweeping, ultra-conservative sort of policy playbook put together by allies of now President Donald Trump. As Trump took office yesterday, Fried says she fears the rest of the nation will start to resemble the Sunshine State.
Everything from book banning to authoritarian policies to removing of people from office, revenge, vengeance. And now we're going to see that the United States has become Florida. The power of government has moved from Washington, D.C. to Mar-a-Lago. And unfortunately, the country is going to have to be experiencing what Florida's been dealing with in the last couple of years.
Fried says Florida Democrats are strong and are gathering forces to push back against Republican governments at both the state and national levels. Some Medicare enrollees will see thousands in savings. WMNF's Chris Young reports it's because a new cap on prescription drugs went into effect this year.
Starting in the new year, Medicare Part D enrollees' out-of-pocket spending on prescription drugs now caps at $2,000. In 2024, some Part D coverage participants had out-of-pocket drug costs capped around $3,500. Lee Purvis is with AARP.
So the fact that this new $2,000 out-of-pocket cap now exists is going to help a lot of people who unfortunately were facing tough choices between paying for their prescription drugs and paying for other important things like their food or their rent.
According to healthinsurance.org, around 1.4 million Floridians are enrolled in Medicare Part D. The new provision comes from the 2022 Inflation Reduction Act. Chris Young, WMNF News.
The National Weather Service says rain is likely today after 1. Your highs are near 56. Rainy tonight with your low reaching about 40. Chance of rain tomorrow early in the day. Highs will reach about 52 with wind chill values making it feel like 34.
I'm Megan Bowman with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.